So the next one I'll be talking about is Soul Calibur Lost Sword. My, let's just say, impression. And for people who don't know what it is, this is a Soul Calibur free to play. Yes, free to play. So it's a free game. And if you're a Soul Calibur fan, this game is actually good. And I've been enjoying it. I'm playing it. I mean, there was some hiccups in the beginning when the game came out, but I'll explain it later. And I'll also explain why this game is actually good. That don't just say, "Oh, it's free to play," or "The game sucks," pay to win. That BS thing. And that I'll explain why this game is, in my opinion, it's actually fun. Is it good? Well, I need to play it more, but so far I'm enjoying it. And again, note, I'm going to talk about it as just a recreational, casual gamer. Okay? One thing, make a note, I'm not a tourney player. I don't play games for seriousness. I don't go to Evo. I play fighting games for fun. Fun. Not for glory, for fun. And just to make a nice side note, I'm also not part of the FGC. So I may like fighting game, but I really prefer not to be part of the FGC, and that will be a different story. So with that, what's my impression of Soul Calibur Lost Sword? Well, first of all, it's free to play, so anybody can try it without paying any money. All you need is internet bandwidth and the PS3. So right there, free game. Who doesn't want a free game? Any gamer wants a free game, so it's a free game. And so basically how the game starts. Well, you start out with three characters. And oh, by the way, Soul Calibur Lost Sword, I think it takes place after 5, so I guess or events after 5. Because the setting is in Soul Calibur 5. Okay, so basically you start out with three characters. You either be Mitsurugi the Samurai, which is one of the main characters, and another one is Siegfried, which is the guy with the big sword. He sort of became a main character in Soul Calibur 3. He was in 1, 2, well, Soul Edge, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur. He wasn't in Soul Calibur 2. They brought him back in Soul Calibur 3, and ever since, Soul is back. So those are like the two main characters for Soul Calibur. And one of the characters that came back since 4, Sophitia. And if you play Soul Calibur 5, yes, Sophitia wasn't in Soul Calibur 5. So now she's back. Great. So you started with those three characters. You either pick one of the three. I guess well balanced, a quick character, or a heavy character, or a powerhouse, which is Siegfried because he has a giant sword. I don't know. So you start with those characters. That's the deal. And then you start with the game. And the thing is about the game start, you don't start out with a default costume. This is the weird part. You don't start with the default costume. You only start with like an undergarment. That's it. And through the game, you basically choose like a quest, and it'll be a series of fighter you have to defeat. And in the end of the like, I guess we'll just say the rounds or the stage sets, the stages or stage or mission. There you go. The quest. Let's just say quest. You get item, and then you use that item. You equip it. You equip to yourself, and you get stronger. Yes, it is sort of an RPG element here, and this is the part that probably the 20 player they don't like, because for them it's all about base set, base attribute. So They don't like anything that when you put something in the character that enhances them. They don't like that, such as the gem system or the gem assist in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Yeah, I just facepalm myself. But thinking about that, I'm like, really? You may complain about that game? Wow, whatever. And that's the reason why I can't stay away from the FGC. FGC, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, so basically it's sort of a RPG thing. And I can understand why it's only single player right now. Is because it is you're playing a quest. And I'll explain also why I think it's also a good game or the potential for Soul Calibur 6. So basically you win, you get some item, and so if it's free to play, there's a catch that, oh wait, there's something you have to pay. Yes, there is something you have to pay for this game, and this is the part because in the game you have a thing called AP, and in order to play the stages or the mission or the quest, you have to have AP. And you start with 35 AP, but it depends which quest you choose. It can be ranged from 3 to 7 or even more for AP. So if you run out of AP, that's it. You can't play the game anymore unless you can do one of the two things. Number one, you can wait. Don't play the game. Let it regenerate by timer. By the time you come back, maybe you have some AP. Or two, this is something they call it a continued ticket. You use one of those, and then then what happens is you can continue. Or excuse me, the other one, the AP potion. My mistake. So you use the AP potion, it reinforces your AP. Does something sound familiar about this? And if you say Candy Crush, yes. Any free-to-play game that you need to pay for lives, same goes with Soul Calibur. If you really are addicted and you really gotta play this game again and again, then yes, you're gonna have to buy some AP potion or continue ticket. And the same goes with Tekken. You gotta buy fighting tickets if you wanna play the game. But for me, I don't need it because I'm not gonna be spending 2 or 3 hours playing a fighting game. For me, when I play fighting game, sometimes I play maybe 1 or 2 matches or rounds or tournaments or whatever. I don't know what you call it when you go battle 8 people in arcade mode, and I'm done. That's it. So basically, yeah, that's the pay part. So what about do you have to pay for costume? No. See, that's a good thing. There is no paying for costume. So right now, the only thing you need to pay is continue tickets or AP potion. Costumes or equipment are acquired by beating the quest, finishing the quest. If you finish the quest, you get treasures, and you can do this again and again as long as you have AP. So again, good. Because what people don't like is pay to win. And for people who don't know what that is, it's when you buy like a DLC, such as, let's say, Call of Duty, and you buy an Uber gun that's supposed to give you an advantage. It will give you an advantage, or in the case for Tekken cross Street Fighter, or Street Fighter cross Tekken, powerful gem that has less consequences, i.e. the auto block gem. Oh, yes, the drama for that gem. So much drama for that gem. I've seen it. Kinda makes me laugh. Whatever, but that's gonna be another story. Or Steel Diver. And unfortunately, it is a pay to win. Sadly, is you can either play the starter sub, but if you play multiplayer and the guy has an Uber sub, you're kind of screwed the pooch. Or let's just say you're not gonna win. But again, that's what pay to win means. Because they have an advantage because they have the money. As what Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, would say, anyone has a prize. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So, yeah. So, let's see. So overall, the game so far, I'm not yet far, but the game is actually fun. And now we're going to talk about the mechanics. One thing that I noticed in this game, the characters itself, not so much with Siegfried because I think it's the same as Soul Calibur 5, but in the case for Mitsurugi and Sophitia, I played them from like Sophitia from Soul Calibur 4 and Sig and Mitsurugi for Soul Calibur 5. They got improved combos. So one of the things is the gameplay itself. It's a little bit different, or in my opinion, it's improved a bit. It's actually improved, and here's why. It's one of the problems sometimes with Soul Calibur, especially, let's just talk about, I'll give an example. Mitsurugi is that it's hard to do like an end combo. He has like AB or just two head combo. Like there's no like a four head combo like him in Soul Blade. If I remember Soul Blade for the PlayStation when he does AABB or AABA or BABB, any combination, and then the final hit is actually ends them by they get knocked back, knocked out, or a knockout. I think knocked back. That's what it is. Excuse me. So they brought that back from Mitsurugi, such as if you do A 4 times, he actually does a combo. AAB, that's a combo. BBA, that's another combo. So, in other words, they made Mitsurugi play it easier. I mean, he plays much better than in Soul Calibur 5. Much easier. And also, but it's also a different thing. Instead of a super move like in Soul Calibur 5, this one apparently, one of the thing is, if you push AB at the same time, you do this weird power attack, and yeah, you have a power meter, and then if you fill up this power attack, you can do like a super critical slash, and what it does is it just makes massive damage. And another one is if you push, I forget what the default button. The default button for R2. If you push R2, I don't know what it was. I didn't change it. Is that you do actually get a second partner, and what it does is that this partner will, for a limit of time, will help you defeat the guy. Say if you're basically in a disadvantage, oh man, I need to beat this guy. I just need someone to beat this guy. I need to turn it around. So you summon your partner, and if for a limit of time, this partner jumps in, and you play this partner for a while, and hopefully you can turn it around. Doesn't necessarily work, but at least it helps. And another thing they added in this one, and kind of interesting. I don't know why they did it. So I guess Soul Calibur Lost Sword is. I can see why once again the single player is sort of an RPG. They want to have an RPG feel, and that is there's elements in the game. Yes, there are elements, and once again, in the competitive level, I don't think people are gonna like this game because again, it's not just random, but now it's attributes, and like I said, they remember people only just want. Yeah, they prefer only. They only prefer like their big skill. That's what it is. No attributes, no enhancement, because that's all about. That's what fighting game for skill means. That's what they do. So yeah, there's 5 elements: fire, water, wind, light, and dark. And you can read in the tutorial; they'll tell you the elements. But it's just interesting that they're adding this thing. So for right now, my first impression, I think the game is fun. Yes, it is. I don't think it's not for everyone. If you're a Soul Calibur fan, but you just play it for fun, and you don't really take it seriously or competitive, this is for you. It's actually, the gameplay's easy. I think it's much better than Soul Calibur 5. And if you don't really care about playing with someone, you just want to play by yourself, this is the game for you. It, like I said, improved combo, and same goes with Sophia. I mean, they actually improved combo. So, right now, I would like, again, who do I recommend this? Well, people who just like Soul Calibur and want to play for fun. If you're a person that just want to play ranked matches and online, this is not the game for you. So, again, Axis personal recommendation. If you have a PS4, if you want a free game, this is one of them. It is fun, but yeah, it's actually fun. And hopefully, if you have money, if you want to play constantly, because again, the minute your AP runs out, that's it. You gotta take a break. So, again, but with this game, even if it's fun, there was some problem with this game. And yes, if people download, you probably know what happened. There was an error when the game came out that people couldn't even go in. And basically, what happened was, according to Bandai Namco, your former self, Namco used to be so awesome, but whatever, was that the game was ready, but apparently the servers were not ready for the online. And and apparently it's supposed to be Sony in charge with the server, or someone else, and they weren't ready yet, so they're trying to fix the problem, and that's when the game couldn't even play, so people had to wait 2 days just to make it play. And the thing is, I barely played it. I downloaded it on Tuesday, on Tuesday, and Friday morning, that's when I played the game. That's the problem, and that is the problem, because when somebody's excited with the game, like a little kid, we want to play it as soon as possible. And if you get the shenanigan that you can't even play it, WTF, that's not a good thing. Very, very not a good thing. So, again, Namco Bandai, shame on you for that one. And right now, the other problem right now with the game hassle is I do able to play the game. One of the problem is that sometimes when you're trying to pick a quest, that you have to sort of pray, or, okay, I take that back, because let's not put religion here, sorry about that. Just hope, cross your finger, that you don't get an error that's going to kick you out again to the title screen. It's like a couple of times happens to me, error 2005, I think what they call it. Like, you choose a quest, you gotta wait, nothing, server's not there, I get kicked out to the title screen. But again, it's a free to play, it's not a perfect, but hey, it's free, so I'm not complaining. I still recommend it to anyone who wants to play for fun. So now I'm going to talk about free to play. Oh my gosh, Soul Calibur free to play, this is retarded, this is wrong. I don't think it's not. Again, if you're a type of Soul Calibur that you want to play for ranked matches, then I would highly stay away. Yep, highly stay away. But if you're a guy that you just want to play for fun, then go for it. And I'll explain why this one's good. So some of the question I see is, why not Soul Calibur 6? Why do we have to go Soul Calibur free to play? Okay, well, let's go back. I can give you a game that basically people complain. Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 5. What do they have in common? They're full game, and people complain. And they complain that it's not worth the price. $50 and $60 respectively. Because the game wasn't that good. So, think about it. What if Soul Calibur 6, they decided to just make 6 out of 5, what if the game sucks? And you pay $60 and it sucks? What's going to happen? You're gonna complain, oh my god, that's like $60 down the way. This game is not good. Oh my god, they didn't learn anything from Soul Calibur 5. Exactly. So this is the reason why they decided to go an approach of free to play. To test the water, to see if the game's good or not. And they did make improvements since from Soul Calibur 5, like I said. Especially Sophia and Mitsurugi, they got better combos. The game mechanic, the gameplay is much better. So they're testing that out. Why do it free? Do it a test, see what happens. And if you don't want to spend too much with Soul Calibur free to play, don't. You don't have to pay for it. Nobody's forcing you to pay for continuing. It's up to you. You got free will. You got control. Don't let the game control you. You control the game. So I don't see any problem with this free to play. So if the game is good, if they're trying to test out, maybe they'll add new characters here that never been in Soul Calibur 5. Maybe in the long run, when they finally feel confident and say, hey, people like this, it's free to play, it's time to make Soul Calibur 6. Let's make Soul Calibur 6 based from data and information they got from Soul Calibur Lost Sword. So I think that's a win-win. So people say, oh my gosh, once, oh man, that's good, we need to do Soul Calibur 6. All I can say is, people, relax. Let's see. Let's test the water. That's what they did with Tekken Revolution. They have a new character in Tekken Revolution, and you can get the Tekken character for free if you're really willing to buy Blood Seal, which is basically, if you don't know what's going on, they have a new character in Tekken Revolution. It's called Liza. She's a vampire. She's never been in any Tekken game before. And that's her first appearance. They're testing the water, see people. Well, you can get it for free by getting Blood Seal, or you can pay for it. Again, nobody's forcing you. So, and again, Tekken Revolution. Another I highly recommend for anyone who loves Tekken game. Get this one. Is it better than Tekken Tag Tournament 2? I kind of prefer that one more. I think they're the same, but in this perspective of, I like the price. The even reason they did Tekken Revolution was, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because they're related to Namco. But I'm trying to say that the reason why they also went to Tekken Revolution was because even so the Tekken 6 sold well, it sold well. Tag Tournament, in the other hand, sadly to say, it did not. That's the sad part. I mean, as in Amazon, if you can find it anywhere, you can probably buy this game for $15 right now. But the game was $60. I bought the game for $30 because I love Tekken, especially the Tag Tournament. I played it religiously. I even doubled down on Tekken Tag Tournament, the first one. Kind of sucked. There was no connectivity from the first one to the second one. Kind of bummed me out, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, it was unfortunate. I don't understand really why they didn't really sell. I guess because it was $60. That was too much. 50-ish. I guess if the game was $50 or $40 at start, then maybe. And I'm probably gonna talk about that gaming pricing in another vlog, but I think that's one of the problems why Tekken Tag Tournament 2 didn't really sell well. I mean, heck, there were some free characters in it. Even Harada said it, which is, again, just a side note, I know this is way off track to Soul Calibur Lost Sword, but I gotta talk about this because Harada, I got respect for Harada. Is that he even said it himself, is that if a game is a paid game, he will not put in paid DLC. i.e. Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is DLC characters in the disc. Just locking them on the disc, nobody likes that. And yeah, you can listen to Alpha Omega Sin, Angry Joe's about it, and even possible Big Al, but he did one on Blimp. Unfortunately, down because Blimp has some problems. You know the problem. Like my videos got my account, they deleted my account. Same goes with Big Al. And one of the videos he has there was Street Fighter Cross Tekken. He talked about DLC ran there, and it was another good one. But like I said, Angry Joe, Alpha Omega Sin, they talked about it, and that's really BS. So again, because of that, Harada basically said that if the game is a paid game such as Tekken Tag Tournament 2, that there will not be paid DLC, that his characters will automatically be free. That's what it is. Automatically free. But then, wait a minute, but Tekken Revolution has paid characters. That's not right. No, not really. You can still unlock them without paying. You just have to get a lot of gift points, which I have no idea how it works. It's just going to take a long time. And so, same deal. But if you really want that your certain character to come out, then you got to pay with real money. Remember, there's two ways to do it. Get gift point, you'll unlock characters, or, or pay with real money, then unlock. And as for so as of right now, I think it's only AP Potion and Continued Ticket. I think from what I heard, characters in Soul Calibur Lost Swords are unlockable. And just to spoil it for everyone, besides Sophitia, Taki's also back. Yeah, she's back. So, again, like I said, the reason why they're doing this, a free-to-play model, because they're trying to make a win-win situation. Look at Tekken Revolution. It made a lot of money. People were actually paying tickets, and some people don't. Because, again, and the game itself is an improved version from Tekken 6. And I think probably this one's going to be the same thing. I mean, the 20 people probably going to stay away from this, but for the gamer who just want to play the game for fun, they probably just going to say, hey, I'll try this. And like I said, it's a fun game. Characters are better. A lot of returning characters. And maybe if they get enough data, they may do Soul Calibur 7 on the current gen. Xbox One and PS4. And if they're even lucky, the Wii U. Oops. Uh-oh, I should not have said that. Anyway. So, that's my impression of Soul Calibur Lost Sword. I highly recommend it for anyone. It's a free game. You can't really go wrong with free. And people think, oh, it's a pay to win. It's not. Not for this one. So, and then maybe in the long run, they'll probably put in 2-player mode online. We'll see. And again, but I'm going to say this one last thing. This game is not meant for ranked players or for people who want to play for glory. This is not for glory. It's just for fun. So, again, I highly recommend it if you want to play Soul Calibur fun. This is the game for you. Well, this is the blog. And that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.